Alright, welcome to my Terminator skin gameplay and review. So first of all, shout out to Epic Games for sending me this early so I could do a gameplay and review. As for when it's coming to the item shop, I really don't know. All the data miners said yesterday, but obviously that didn't pan out. So maybe tonight, but I'm really not sure. So this is actually the second collaboration we've had with the Terminator franchise. The first one was in Chapter 2 Season 5, and the T-800 as well as Sarah Connor skins came out. Now that was a good collab, don't get me wrong, but this one is far superior. So just in case you're not familiar with the Terminator, Terminator 1, 2, or any of the other movies or TV shows, it is a little confusing because in part 1, Arnold's character is the bad guy. And after his flesh peels away, he turns into this T-800. But then in part 2, he is the same character, but he's now the good guy. And he's fighting another Terminator. But this is what he looks like in Terminator 2. He actually steals that jacket, the pants, the shirt, everything. And if he gets damaged, he turns into the T-800. But they did a phenomenal job on the likeness to Arnold, the actor. Very, very clean. It looks just like in the movie. I think it's perfect. It's almost flawless. Now, I know most people prefer the exoskeleton style, and luckily they came through and delivered. We've got the battle-damaged style, so you can see his exoskeleton poking out there on his hand, on his face. He even has that red eye under the glasses. He's got some bullet holes in him. Looks like the pants are a little damaged as well. Now, you can also take the sunglasses off if you prefer. And then for the battle-damaged one, you can see his eye much better. But the fact that you can see it through the glasses is also pretty sweet. So it doesn't say that he's reactive, but one thing I'm going to test is whether or not this style, the Terminator style, will gradually turn into this battle damaged one. That would be amazing as a reactivity. But like I said, it doesn't say it's reactive, so I don't have high hopes. But if you took more and more damage as this one and it would gradually go into this battle damage state, I think that would be amazing. So for a back bling, it's a really cool mashup of the Terminator as well as Fortnite. We've got a llama, and then the name is Skynet Llama. If you've seen any of the Terminators, you know what Skynet is, but the quote says, "I'll be on your back." A play on words on his catchphrase, "I'll be back," which is amazing. And it looks like a Terminator llama. He's got the red eye as well. He's made out of that exoskeleton stuff. Very cool. Then we've got the pickaxes here, and unless you've seen Terminator 2, you might not understand the reference. So first of all, like I said, in Terminator 2, he is the good guy. The bad guy is the Terminator model T-1000. So remember, he's the T-800, and the T-1000 was this liquid bad guy. It was made out of this liquid material. And in the movie, Arnold specifically states that the T-1000 is made out of a mimetic polyalloy. And that's what these are called, the mimetic polyalloy blades. So straight from the movie. A nice reference. And I'll tell you what, that T-1000 model in that movie scared me to death when I was little. That guy was creepy, and he could transform into anything, even a person. However, seeing these right here, I don't know. I gotta see these in game because they don't look liquid at all. They look just like solid metal slabs, which is a little underwhelming, but we'll see. Then we've got another nice movie reference, the HK aerials. So these were displayed at the start of Terminator 1. These are basically VTOL warships, just like in Call of Duty, that give air support for the T-800s. And again, it's a little confusing, but in the first movie, the T-800s are the bad guys. So these were enemy airships only displayed at the start of the movie, if I remember correctly. Now for an emote, we've got the Tow Truck Surfer. This one is amazing. So first of all, it does play copyrighted music. I have it turned off, but it's quite literally the Terminator theme. It's iconic, you'll recognize it right away. So in Terminator 2, there's a huge chase between the T-1000 and Arnold, plus the main character, John Connor. However, Arnold's on a motorcycle. He doesn't actually ride on top of the tow truck, but the T-1000 bad guy, who's represented by Peely there, is driving the tow truck, and he's trying to smash Arnold as well as John. So a nice reference, one of the best scenes in the movie. Very cool. The fact that it does also play music is a nice touch, although it is copyrighted. Now, sadly, we don't have a wrap, and his color scheme is mainly jet black, a little bit of gray, and potentially red if you do the battle damage style. So the Darth shader wrap goes perfectly. It's got all the color schemes in there. I'm going to try the Hunter's Arsenal, which is the Predator. This one's also reactive, and it does display a little bit of red there, more gray than jet black. Then we've got the Boogeyman, which is straight up jet black. And then lastly, the Stealth Black, which is a little darker color. So one of these wraps has got to be good. All right, so here we go. First, let's check out the HK Aerial Glider. Wow, that's a nice deploy. Comes gradually swerving in. Let's see, it looks like the engines will drift backwards when you go forward. Otherwise, they're vertical, so then they go horizontal. Let's get out of the slipstream a minute. I kind of want to see this in the dark as well. See if it's got those lights on. So it does make a nice humming noise. Again, there's forward. Let's go backwards. Here's left and right. That's kind of cool. A little whirly-dirly here. That's not bad. I'm glad it doesn't take up the entire screen. Pretty cool. Let's check it in the dark. Here we go. Okay, so you can really see the red in the nighttime. And the high beams are pretty apparent as well. Let's get out of the slipstream again. Yeah, especially when it comes in, you can really see those front lights. I do like the red. Yeah, that's real cool. You can also see the red really good on that back bling. Check out that llama's eye. Lights up phenomenally. Pretty cool. Okay, so it's the pickaxes I'm most curious about. Let's see what they look like. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to lie. The pickaxes are a little disappointing. I thought they would be like the liquid material. But instead, they're just very bland-looking bits of steel. I realized that's what he was, but in Terminator 2, he was all liquidy. That's a little disappointing. I mean, it's cool, though, because that was his arch rival, and that's who he was set out to eliminate. And it makes sense that if he did eliminate him, he would take the arms off. But in terms of pickaxes in Fortnite, they're not the best. Unless they have some sort of secret reactivity. But they just don't look to be the best. I love the reference, though. Beautiful reference to Terminator 2 and the T-1000. Just not very fulfilling in Fortnite. Let's take a look at some of our wrap choices. I think this one was Boogeyman. That seems to fit really good. Matches that leather jacket. I think this was the Darth Vader one, which has the blinking red light, so that also fits pretty good. Now the SMG was the Predator one, which has a little more red and a little more gray. So you can't really see his gray shirt unless you spin him around. There it is right there. It's almost like a whitish gray. So I think so far out of all these, the Predator one is not the best one. And this one was the Stealth Black, which might be a little too stealthy. I think the Boogeyman one goes a little better. Although it's hard to say because I do have this one on the pistol, so I think any really jet black wrap would work. But I think Darth Vader's might be the best, just because it has that blinking red light. Looks like aim down sights is really clear. You can see right over the top left of his head. That's always a plus. Not too big of a character, despite Arnold's massive biceps in real life. You got a little bit of contrail when you pull these pickaxes out. I didn't really notice that before. Otherwise, it's just a little bit of silver going on there. So the llama is slightly animated. Looks like his mouth tends to move a lot. And I think his metal tail moves a little too. Let's slide. And yeah, he's just a little bit animated. Does he do anything when you shoot? Nope. Nothing there. But his eye does glow ferociously red. We saw that at the start. Look at that. Very clean. Here's the pickaxes in the nighttime. Doesn't look like anything glows on the Terminator's default skin other than the back bling. Let's do the Traversal Tow Truck Surfer. Oh, you can't see Peely from here, but your enemies can, which is really cool. I just rewatched the chase scene. It's so cool. You should really watch it. And like I said, it does play the theme of Terminator 2. It's the iconic theme, so if you don't worry about copyrighted stuff, it's going to be even better for you. Good stuff. Let's check out his secondary style. So now when you aim down sights, you can definitely see the effects of the secondary style. So half of his face has been exoskeletoned, and the hand, which holds the left side of the weapon, also. Same thing when you pull out a pickaxe, you can notice his metallic hand. So it's a really clean and nice touch to the skin. Now obviously from the front perspective, you're going to get that red glow from his eye, and he's got the beautiful effects of the skin coming off there. Do the emote here. So like I said, it'll be amazing if you can run the first style and take damage and turn gradually into this. If they didn't do that, it's going to be a little bit of a disappointment. Overall though, a really solid collaboration just based on the appearance of the skin. They did a phenomenal job. So many references to the movie. I'm super impressed. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to revert back to the original style, and we're going to take some damage in-game and see if we transition into this. I don't think it's going to work because it doesn't say reactive, but it would be huge if it did. Boy, that glider does look good, especially in the dark. So I did opt for the full Darth Vader wrap. And in the dark, it doesn't really look jet black anymore, so it looked a lot better in the light. It's still not bad, though. Especially because it matches the back bling with the red glow, and it will match the Terminator's face if it is reactive. Okay, it's a bot, so I'm going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, that's close enough. Let's see. No, I didn't notice anything there, and nothing seemed to happen on the limb either. Okay, it could be gradually throughout the match. That would be cool as well. But it's not looking very positive at this point. Okay, so there's only 35 people left. And it does not appear to be changing at all based on time spent in the match. And we did take about, I don't know, 100 damage so far. Nothing there. So it doesn't appear to be reactive. Okay, so I'm in a 1v1v1. And I don't know where either of my enemies are. That guy's got an NPC. What? Where'd my bunker go? Alright, so 1v1. He doesn't see me. We hit him pretty good. Oh, he's going in the storm. No, he's not. Oh, let's go. We terminated him. Let's ride the tow truck. So unfortunately, no reactivity. That is a bummer. So there you go. That's all there is to it. In my opinion, this is way better than the T800 that we got earlier in Chapter 2, Season 5. It's almost a flawless collaboration. The only thing I didn't like is that they didn't put the reactivity from the Terminator to the battle damaged one. But maybe they couldn't. I don't know. Maybe something was preventing them from doing that. And then the pickaxes were just a little underwhelming. I love the movie references to them, but in terms of a Fortnite pickaxe, I don't think many people are going to like them. Other than that, though, a near-perfect collaboration, depending on its price in the item shop. I think this is definitely worth a buy. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.